Hello everybody, my name is Div, also known as Devin, and welcome back to Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location Custom Night on the phone. Today we're going to be having a look at the Goals Night, very hard mode to get not only the all 4 stars, but to get the new secret cutscene as well. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it by first flicking the camera on Foxy, putting it down for Bonnet, which is actually another addition to the night as well because she's back. Then, not only do we have to do that, but we have to listen out for Ballora, as you can hear her from the right. And we also have to deal with Biddy Bab, which is the vent animatronic as well, which will come to the vent, make a thud sound, and then we have to close it on her, then reopen it as soon as she makes another sound that means that she's gone away. Not only that, but we've got Min Arena number 1, which will attack the oxygen, and we've got Min Arena number 2, which we'll see right now, there you go, that blinds the screen. Which means that this night will be so much harder because not only do you have to keep the camera on Foxy to make sure that he doesn't move, but you also have to listen out for Ballora for the music, whilst listening out for Biddy Bab in the vent, whilst hearing Bonnet laugh as she tries to move across the screen. We have to boop her on the nose, whilst hearing the Mini Arena number 2, which will eventually start giggling at you whilst blinding you, and listening out for the oxygen sounds in the background, which will obviously be dealt by going on the camera and then fixing that as well by the Mini Arena number 1. So yet again, this night is actually to do with like sound cues, like a lot of sound cues, a lot of hearing, because all you really need to focus on is the vent in front of you, where you'll hear the Biddy Bab. We'll close it on her. As you can see right now, we'll have to do with Ballora as well. We just close the door on her from whichever side she's on, and she's playing the music ridiculously loud to the screen. And we'll have to also hear out for Bonnet as well, because obviously she's going to chuckle at the same time she moves across the screen. We don't actually have to hear her because we just have to boop her on the nose, that's it. But at the same time, we are forced to hear out the Mini Arenas number 2 every time we get off the cameras, because now that they're fully blinding us right now, we have no choice but to look at them and hear them, as we're trying to hear the vent for Biddy Bab and the music for Ballora as well. At the same time, these guys shouldn't be much of a problem, because the more you focus on the gaps behind them, the more it makes it easier to actually ignore these guys on the screen right now. Then, as you can see right there as well, Bonnet was actually really hard to control. So then, we've also got Min Arenas number 1, which will be attacking the oxygen. As you can see on the screen right now, it's got a red exclamation mark. But at the same time, we're flipping the camera up and down on Foxy just to save power. We're not going to be on the power too much. At the same time, we've got the doors for the Biddy Bab and Ballora. So yet again, as I've said multiple times as well about these guys, there is actually a lot going on in this night, and we have to save so much power. At the same time, we're going to be dealing with the oxygen by letting it run low as fast as we can, because we don't want to waste time going on the camera, switching over to the oxygen, turning off the oxygen and switching back to Foxy. We'd rather do it so we can space it out every single time. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and do Bonnet on the nose. We're going to not focus on the Min Arena number 2s just standing right in front of us as well, because it is easier. The more you play the game, the more it is easier to just completely ignore them even though they're on the screen. And all we have to do for this one is just keep the camera on Foxy, maintain the oxygen anytime, but also hear out for Ballora every time she gets closer to the door, and keep an eye out for whenever you can hear, not even keep an eye, but keep an ear out for whenever you can hear Biddy Bab coming in the vent. She'll make a thud sound, which means that she's going to attack you, and then when you close the door, she'll make another thud sound, like a click sound, which means that she's gone away from the door and that she's no longer there. So without further ado, that is it. That is all there is to explain right there. It is 3 AM in the game right now. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys watch the gameplay once again, because there's so much going on. It's 4 AM right now. There's so much going on. Foxy's about to move. So without further ado, I will see you guys at the end.
That's for another day, perhaps.
And that is it for the Girls Night Very Hard mode with the 4 stars and the new cutscene as well. This night was actually much harder than the last one because there was actually more to do. And now we're going to focus on Weirdos, which is the next one on Very Hard mode. So I'll see you guys next time.